Today's going to be a little bit different than what you're used to here on the channel. While we wait for Gen 3's launch, which is coming soon, I decided to check out some other games, and this is something I've been wanting to do for a while, and I finally got one that I feel is really worth sharing. So today's video is a review of a game called Draconius Go, which takes the Pokemon Go model and builds on it, adding some things that a lot of players feel are missing from Pokemon Go, including PvP. So, to check it out, I'm gonna head down to the Pike, but first I had to stop and grab a smoothie because it's still summer here in Southern California. And, you know I don't really drink coffee, but when you put coffee in a smoothie, for some reason, I enjoy it way more. So let me start by saying this is a sponsored video. You know, Pokemon Go views are down and I just took 2.5 weeks off, so I gotta pay the bills somehow. But don't let that distract you from the fact that I am actually very excited to check out this game. Draconius Go is available on both iOS and Android, and of course links to download on both platforms are down in the description, so if you like what you see, go ahead, check it out. It helps me out, it helps the channel, and of course, big thank you, big shout out to Ellieland, the developers of the game, for supporting the channel here. So with that said, you want to see the game? Here it is. It looks pretty similar to Pokemon Go. You have a map, very similar to Pokemon Go. You have pillars of abundance, which function just like Pokestops. You can spin them to get items and XP, and of course, just like Pokemon Go, one of the main focuses of the game is catching different creatures. So there's a nearby list, and there's actually one right here that I don't think I've caught before. This is something new for me. Spiritus, 49 CP. Again, the capture screen works just like Pokemon Go. You can even throw curveballs, and there's a capture. That is a new creature, 1000 XP for registering that to my bestiary. The game should feel pretty familiar for any Pokemon Go players. Obviously, you have HP, you have stats, and the strength and health here are sort of like IVs. These will vary between different creatures of the same species. You have power up, you can evolve certain creatures, and then you have moves at the bottom with actual energy gain per second and DPS showed to you, so you don't actually have to go and find some third-party site to calculate that. Just like Pokemon Go, you have an in-game shop with similar items to what you'll find in Pokemon Go, including pheromones, which I'm going to use right now. Pheromones function like an incense in Pokemon Go, but the type of creature that it attracts depends on the day of the week. So today's Tuesday, I should be getting ooh, that's new. Fire type or fire element creatures. Steam Power. This actually looks really cool. The throw mechanics are a little different. It will take some getting used to, but I'm getting there. That was pretty good for a first throw. Sweet, there's another catch. Let's just take a look at all the creatures that I've caught so far. Some of the designs are a little strange, the names are a little strange, like Potty, for example. But then there's some that I really like. My favorite so far, I think, is probably Berrydillo. And then I got this guy, Dummyween, which I hatched from an egg. And I think that's probably one of the cooler ones that I've seen. And speaking of eggs, there are a couple different types of eggs. There's common eggs, which function just like Pokemon Go, where they take 2 kilometers to hatch. And then there's ancient eggs, which are timed, but you have to give them to the Mother of Dragons so she can hatch it for you, which I haven't done yet. Ooh, what is this? A chest. So you can sometimes get chests. You can get special items from them. Let's see what I get here. That looks like an increased power sphere of some kind, and 744 essence, which is essentially the Stardust of this game. Chests can also contain temporary buffs. You can get special items. You can get runes, which are used for casting spells. And if you're lucky, you can even pick up artifacts, which are special items that you actually equip to your character that give you bonuses. So this one that I have here is the Conqueror's Rod, +2 to the level of an arena or library after its capture. And artifacts are also available in the shop, so you have different effects that you can add to your character, like Banner of the Ruler allows you to place one more creature in the arena or library, which essentially are like gems. Minus 100 seconds, so the recharging of Pillars of Abundance essentially lets you spin the pillars more frequently. And oh, here's one that I know so many people have wanted in Pokemon Go. Totem of Second Vision takes weak creatures off the radar. Helps you find rarer stuff. Since there aren't too many people playing yet, I am going to want to add more creatures to each arena. So I'm going to equip that one. Oh, I totally missed this, but I actually got a temporary buff from that chest. You receive only the best spheres for your level from Pillars of Abundance, which is cool. I don't think I can get very good ones for my level, but on my next spin, I'll find out. Now, speaking of arenas, here's one right behind me. This is just one of many building types in Draconius Go. So I'm going to leave a creature here in it. How about my new Steam Pal? And since I have that artifact equipped, I'll drop Spiritus in there as well. The arenas work very similarly to the old Pokemon Go gym system, pre-rework, so you can battle your own arenas to train them up, and as you train them up, they'll level up and more people can add creatures to the arena. The battle system works very similarly to Pokemon Go, tap and swipe, but there are only 4 elements in this game, so it's a much simpler system. I think Froggus is water. It should deal super effective, there you go, strong hit on Steam Pal. Fill up the charge bar, tap and hold just to use the charge attack. You can dodge around, avoid some damage. There we go, dummy ween. So you gain experience, you gain fame, which is like prestige from the old system. I've just leveled this guy up to level 5. And if anyone wants to join the red team and come out here to the Pike, you can add some creatures to this arena. Now, I want to take advantage of this temporary buff, so I'm going to keep walking towards another pillar. But with arenas, you can go ahead and check out where your creatures are, which arenas you've captured, and for each arena, you can collect your taxes, 10 coins, and then you have a 21-hour cooldown, a very familiar system to anyone who's been playing Pokemon Go since before the gym rework. Let me see if I can get the best possible spheres for my level. Yeah, it's the same ones. I guess I need to level up a little more. Why are the floating Christmas trees out already? It's not even Halloween and they put the floating Christmas trees out. I don't know how I feel about that, City of Long Beach. Alright, check this out. I got 2 new creatures here. I've never seen these before. What is this? New fire type, and I'm guessing an evolved form because it uses needle hot stones, but I can't evolve it, so, ooh, level up. That's good. I need to hit 9 to participate in PvP, so hopefully I can do that soon. And this, oh my god, flowy. You know, the great thing about this is that it's not mutually exclusive to Pokemon Go. You can play both at the same time if you have a Go Plus, which I'm doing out here. Alright, now I mentioned that there are different types of buildings. This portal, I actually don't know what it does. Alright, I'm checking it out. Portal for the first time. Do you want to enter the Rift of Arcana? Yes. Whoa. It just changed the whole map. These are different things spawning. So I guess it like changes the world. I'm in like the Rift now instead of the regular world, where clearly I'm seeing different types of creatures spawning. That's a pretty cool feature that doesn't exist in Pokemon Go. Grandalotl. Interesting. Ooh, and I'm leveling up. Oh, I'll be 9 in no time. Now that I'm ooh, there's the dragon. There's the mother of dragons. So there's way more Pillars of Abundance in the Rift than there are normally. It seems like all the other types of buildings are gone, but I want to go see what's up with that dragon. Backside of the aquarium here. I think I found my mother of dragons. Give her some eggs. Yes. Oh, you can give her... Okay, so you need an artifact to give her more than one. And because I'm impatient, I'm going to buy the artifact. I'm going to equip the artifact, and I'm going to give her my 2-hour egg because I want to see what hatches, and I don't want to wait 5 hours. Oh, things are spawning out here. It just looks like all the buildings are gone. Is this new? Definitely new. And so far, everything I've caught here in the Rift is like a special Rift type. Hey, level 9, it's time for PvP. Let's see if there's anyone around to battle. Alright, first of all, oh, geez, that's bright, blinding. I'm still kind of blind. I'm gonna leave the Rift. go back to the normal map, and then check out Duel of Wizards, where PvP happens. I'm jumping in. Let me bring in my strongest stuff. Bring in a couple different types and jump in, searching for an opponent. Ooh, there is actually someone to battle. Nice. Oh my god. I'm not ready. This guy's 479 CP. I'm barely doing any damage to it at all. Rip me. All of my creatures are going down instantly. Okay, clearly you can do PvP at level 9, but you're not ready to do PvP at level 9. But that was quick. I'm out, but it's there. It's an option. I'm gonna need to train a little more before I'm ready to try that again. 479 CP. So this type of building, and obelisks give you quests. So you have a daily quest: travel and capture creatures of water element. I'm gonna go that way. I need to find 12 water type creatures, and there's one right over by the library. So I'm gonna head over there, catch that. Where is the other one? A little further away. Let's see if I can get 12 here. First, let me grab this dribble for my quest. And now here's a library, another type of building, and one that I already claimed earlier in the day, but since I have that artifact now, I can drop 2 creatures in here. How about a potty? And while the benefit of controlling arenas is that you can earn coins, you want to control libraries so that you can change your creatures' moves. So at the top here you can see I have 2 libraries under my control currently, and there's a timer 116 hours, 4 minutes and 55 seconds, but they're going down faster than seconds because for every creature you have in a library, the timer is going to decrease faster. So once that timer hits 0, I'll be able to change the moves on one of my creatures. I don't know what the best moves are yet, but hopefully it'll show damage per second and all that information when you're choosing what to change to. So in 116-ish hours, I'll let you know how it goes. I'm home now. I haven't finished my quest, but I'm home because I'm hungry, I'm sweaty, and the NBA season starts in 20 minutes. So I'm gonna put some lures on. I do actually have a couple pillars in range of the apartment, so hopefully I can finish my quest and check in on that reward. But in the meantime, Cavs versus Celtics.
1 hour later.
Alright, I'm here editing. I have the Cavs-Celtics game on in the background. Fourth quarter's about to start. Shout out to the Celtics for recovering after that Gordon Hayward injury, and shout out to Gordon Hayward. I'm hoping for the best case scenario diagnosis, dude. One of my favorite players. Sucks to see him get injured so early into the season. But in other news, I just finished my quest, and my reward is a decrease in the time until I can collect my tax from arenas again by 5 hours, meaning 5 hours comes off my timer, and I can collect coins sooner. So that's pretty cool. Daily quests can offer some rewards like that. You can also get magic recipes. You can get lures, and there are a couple different types of lures, 3 that work like Pokemon Go, and 1 that actually increases the amount of essence, the Stardust resource that you receive when you catch a creature using that lure. So now that I've got that, I just want to wrap it up with some final thoughts on the game. Obviously, it has a lot of similarities to Pokemon Go, but it also has a few things that Pokemon Go doesn't have. The daily quest system is really cool. PvP, obviously, is something that a lot of people have wanted in Pokemon Go, and even though I'm severely underleveled for the players that are competing in PvP, actually, why don't I try one more time? 1170. These people have clearly been playing a little more than I have. Alright, so I'm not ready for PvP yet, but the fact that it exists in this game is cool. The tap and swipe system it's what we have in Pokemon Go. Again, it's not the most intuitive system, but there is PvP. Now, right now you can't really choose to battle against anyone specifically. You just get sent into a lobby and you get matched up with people who are supposed to be similar level to you. Yeah, that's a loss. I'm not ready for PvP yet. Clearly, I need to level up a little bit more to be competitive. But there are some other advantages. For one thing, I've noticed that the buildings, the pillars, the arenas are all pretty evenly distributed. So since these buildings aren't linked to real-world points of interest, there's a pretty even distribution, both with the buildings and with spawns. Spawns aren't based on cellular data, like in Pokemon Go, so you'll see pretty even spawns throughout the world, meaning rural players who kind of get the shaft in Pokemon Go shouldn't be at much of a disadvantage, if at all, in Draconius Go. I do also have a bit of constructive feedback for the developers. For one thing, the game looks and feels very, very similar to Pokemon Go. So similar that I'm afraid a lot of people might brush it off as a Pokemon Go clone. Now, in some ways it's a good thing that it's similar because Pokemon Go players can pick it up pretty easily, but I do wish a little bit more effort was put into differentiating the look and feel a little bit. Like, the menus could be a little different. The catch screen could look a little bit different. It doesn't need to look exactly like Pokemon Go in order to get Pokemon Go players to try it out. Artifacts that you can equip to your player are a really cool idea, but I feel like they're a little overpriced. 3,000 to 5,000 coins for an artifact, that's like $25 to $40 of real-world currency. Now for free-to-play players, that's a minimum of 30 days collecting the maximum number of coins in order to buy one artifact. Now they are kind of supplemental, they're not entirely necessary, but they do add a bit of a pay-to-win element, though I feel the advantages that they give are not super overpowered. Still, 5,000 coins for one artifact is a bit steep. I'm gonna have to find out what the drop rates are to get them from chests. It's a close game back here. But overall, I think that Draconius Go is a pretty promising game. I personally had a lot of fun playing it today. Definitely going to be keeping up with it. I would like to win a PvP battle at some point. So again, thank you to the developers for supporting the channel, and if you guys think it looks interesting, if you think it looks fun, go ahead, check it out. All the links are in the description, and I'll see you tomorrow for more regular Pokemon Go programming.